version of hell. People are tortured during the day, during the work hours, and then at night they all kind of hang out and drink and go to bars and kind of forget their troubles and become as friendly as you can.
So like the real world.
Exactly, just like the real world.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes.
So like demons are like clocking out like, all right, see you later, see you tomorrow, Frank.
No, it's literally like they're in the middle of poking
Okay,
people
we're
and,
back.
like eviscerating them, and then they clock out.
I have
They
to.
go the bar and they drink up together and they coexist.
So I nailed it. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
and the demons are, as you would expect, demons, and the people that are there are all awful people too. And so you've got this mixture.
Bring
of
that
all
down.
But the mechanics of the game mostly central around decision making and point-and-click adventure, correct?
Right. Yeah. So the last game we made, it was called Oxenfree, and it was a narrative game.
I remember
where
Oxenfree.
The sort of main power was the player had the ability to choose what they said at all times, so the character wouldn't speak at all if you chose not to. And so we're building on that. This is a game where it's still all very much driven by dialogue. However, you also have drinks, a lot of drinks, and these various drinks can tweak and change all of your dialogue choices. So if I go into a bar and I might want to be flirty or I might want to be aggressive or funny, there's a drink for every one of those situations. And so yeah, it's a game where you are working your way through Satan's disciples and trying to get to the big man.
Some of the things I noticed like immediately from looking at this game, and even with Oxenfree, the lighting of it is so phenomenal. Like it's really, really good.
Thanks.
I just wanted to.
Wait, let's do this.
Yeah, we
There
worked
we go.
really hard on that because when you put in the art in the game, it's all based on concept art, of course, and when you make this beautiful concept art painting, like, man, why isn't matching that? And it turns out, yes, all the lighting and getting the colors exactly right, and so yeah, it takes a ton of time.
So these two characters we're seeing here right now is Milo
Let's
and Lola.
see.
Yes.
And you guys already talked a little bit about their story of them going to college, but then passing away tragically. But I guess fortunately, because we wouldn't have the game otherwise with it.
There we go.
Yeah. So Milo and Lola are
Fix
pretty
that.
different personalities. Milo is somebody who wanted to really have this great party life and have a larger social footprint when he was in college, and he's just a big geek and kind of always screws it up. Lola could not care less about partying. She is much more the type of person who wants to do something good for the world. And so the two of them have been just like great friends forever, and now as they're embarking on this new adventure, they both have to deal with their shortcomings.
Okay, I'm gonna take a break. Be right back.
With choices, how does that affect their relationship as you move along in the story?
So basically, yeah, how the game kind of starts out is, yeah, you know that they've been friends their entire lives, but you're not exactly sure why they remain friends this whole time. And when you die and go to hell, it kind of works out that you forget most of your life. So most of your journey through hell, while you're drinking and partying, they're kind of getting flashes and remembering of how they were and why they were friends, and maybe they weren't the best of friends, maybe they shouldn't have stayed friends this long. So you kind of get to pick and choose both how you are staying friendly with each other at the same time as trying to overcome these obstacles and get out of hell.
And the player plays as both of them, so that's a big jump for us from what we did with Oxenfree. So you basically, like you wouldn't want to play a Bill and Ted game and just be Ted, right? So we basically jump between, or you might, I don't know.
No, excuse me. No, I was nodding because that's an excellent point. I would not want to be either.
Want to be?
I want to be both.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you switch between the two?
You do. So there'll be times where the story dictates that. There's other times where the player dictates that. And in the beginning, they're very inseparable and sort of symbiotic. And then over the course of the story, we kind of push and pull at that relationship.
And when you have the option to choose who you want to play at the time, if you go into a bar, is there certain characters that can handle liquor better or different interactions better?
Basically, yeah, every interaction in the game will be based on who you're playing as. So if you run into a bar and you drink your face off and you're playing as Milo, and then when you switch to Lola and you try to talk to the bartender and talk to the same people, they'll have much different responses to you based on who you are.
One of the coolest things when I was doing research for this game is that although you guys are in hell, it's not just based off of those religions. You guys have a ton of religions that you're tying into this, all floating on the River of Styx. What was the decision for that?
We just wanted to kind of equally make fun of every culture, so
Equal opportunity.
Equality, it's 2018.
yeah, and yeah, we just thought it was just more interesting to have it be kind of this kaleidoscopic montage of a bunch of different elements. So yeah, and we just didn't want to make it a game that was very focused on one particular aspect or one particular thought behind what hell would be like.
We also, yeah, I think we wanted to like define our own version of hell, basically. So in Oxenfree, we saw a space that was like nobody really owns ghosts, and so we were like, okay, let's make our own version of that. And then for our version of hell, we wanted it to feel familiar at the high level concept, but in every other way feel kind of brand new.
Sort of like showing that, like, okay, everyone's like a little bit right.
Right, exactly.
And you put beer pong in.
And beer pong's in
beer
it, right?
pong.
Yeah, I mean, the
Shared
other big...
amongst every religion, beer pong.
Oh, and there you go. Yeah, you take a drink, and the stuff starts to get blurry.
Yeah, so there's a lot of activities in the game, and this is one of the things that we found building Oxenfree, that like multiple actions together really are when the game was singing. And so in this game, you know, these aren't siloed moments where it's like, I'm going to go play a mini game now. It's more like, I'm always playing the story, I'm always communicating, and then different activities happen. So I might have to get into a DDR match with some weird demon, and we are still talking through it, right? And you can mock each other or whatever. And also, you know, we thought it would be interesting to not just always try to beat people. So maybe you're playing beer pong against the crime lord, maybe you want to throw the game and like sweet talk your way through it. So really, the dialogue system is intended to coexist with all these different activities.
And you have to be very observant as well, correct? It's not just that you go into a time, like a playtime or quick time event. You have to like kind of observe the bar around you and figure out who you want to talk to.
Yeah, there's a degree of that.
It's a delicate balancing act between having it be too strategic, because we want it to feel like a crazy night out, and you're not like planning to that degree when you go out. So hopefully it just feels more like a raucous, fun time where you're bouncing around between things.
Look at her chug that thing. Look at her put that away.
I love the use of foreground and background as well. That's really cool. Like great design direction.
Thank you. Yeah, our art director Ruel has been working really hard on finding a way where you can, you know, navigate a world in a 2D space, but just pack it with a lot of 3D space. And so there's a lot of things happening in the foreground and the background. You know, in Oxenfree it was a pretty sparse game. We had 4 characters on screen at most. This game has 40 people on screen at times, and you can interact with most of them. At a minimum, you're cheersing them. At a maximum, there's somebody important to you. So, yeah, we just wanted a game that really felt as ridiculous and unpredictable as a real night out drinking.
You guys were saying communication was very important, and one of the forms of maybe indirect communication is that you guys have an evil Twitter. Tell me about that.
Yes, so we have an evil kind of social media presence, so we get to pack in a bunch of jokes about how awful social media is, but it's used in the game kind of as both a quest-giving device and a quest kind of tracking mechanism too, but then also it's just a really great way to show how the world is reacting to you. So it's like if you trip and fall or drink too much and wake up in a weird place, you'll see people's posts float above their head about what they're saying about you. So it's just a nice way to kind of always reinforce that the world is reacting to you and remembering what you're doing and posting it for the rest of the world.
But they're subtweeting you essentially.
You're getting
Exactly.
subtweeted, yeah. The other thing is it lets us show you things happening in other places in the world. So you might be in the middle of a bar and then find out like, oh, Satan's house party, the line just got really short, like head over there now via some tweets, and you don't have to go dig through menus. You're seeing people tweet about it, and then, you know, that also affords us the opportunity to let the player choose where they go and when, so we're going to make people miss a lot of the game too. Like,
Sweet, but it's not. So it's not linear. There's a lot of
It's not
things.
linear,
So
yeah.
you guys can play this a bunch of times. What's
Right.
what's the play time of this game?
Probably 6 to 7 hours.
Yeah.
And it was, you know, and that was a big goal for us design-wise. Like we wanted, with Oxenfree, the story itself was pretty linear, but how you pushed and pulled at it was, you know, very choice-driven. In this, you can miss huge swaths of this, and you have to go back and replay it to see that. So maybe an island sinks while you go to another party, and you miss an entire storyline.
Yeah.
I have to say, I love that. I like that you can miss things in games if you're not like careful, if you're not meticulous, or just you get bad luck or something like that.
Yeah.
I like there's consequences, and that, you know, if it's a great game, you'll replay it again just to see that stuff for sure.
It definitely was like a choice that we argued about a lot, where it was like, do you want to build 100% this thing, or do you want to have a wake of destruction behind you? And we went
It's
to
just more
that.
fun to destroy
Yeah.
things, so.
Sean, Adam, thank you guys so much. Unfortunately, or fortunately maybe, the Sony Press Conference is actually starting it's starting early. So guys, thank you for showing us After Party. But to everyone in chat, it is now time for the Sony Press Conference.
Do you want to build 100% this thing, or do you want to have a wake of destruction behind you?
Adam, thank you guys so much. Unfortunately, or fortunately maybe, the Sony Press Conference is actually starting early. So guys, thank you for showing us After Party. But to everyone in chat, it is now time for the Sony Press Conference.
Holy shit, Red. Already donating bits, huh? Thank you very much. Is that better, Lonely Moon? I could always do it on the Twitch side as well. Holy shit, Red. Oh boy. Already donating. I like the music. Kind of. I've got food here, so I'm probably just gonna push my mic to the side, or I'll just mute it if you guys don't want to hear that. How's the audio now? Am I good? Is the stream good? Here we go. Oh my god, it's happening. Lurkin? Yeah, stream is fine. Okay.
Hey guys. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And thank you for making the time tonight to come to church. This fulfills your obligation for the coming Sunday, for those of you who need to know that. But thank you for coming out. It's great to see the congregation as large as it is tonight under this single tent. And for those of you who may be a bit apprehensive because you remember that movie Kingsman, it doesn't end that way. It doesn't end that way. So, but no, again, thank you. And as you can see from this evening, here again at PlayStation, we've decided to mix it up a little bit in the way that we're doing our E3 presentation this year. You know, we look at what the stories have we tell and the things that we want to impart to our fans here with us and their fans on the live feed worldwide. And that changes our design ideas around what we can do for this show. So tonight, we're going to have, rather than a bombardment of new creative, we're going to take all of you on a journey deeper into some of the key titles we've talked about before, but we're going to talk about them in a different way tonight, a deeper way, so you can learn about what's going on with these games and what's coming up in the future. You know, what we look at here at Worldwide Studios with inside Sony Interactive Entertainment, we really want to take our love for gaming and make it sing very loudly. It's a gaming industry, it's sometimes called, but certainly inside our studios, we see gaming as a vocation. It's a calling. It's what we do. It's what we have to do. Our teams of creatives and studios and designers, they have stories to tell and things they want to show you and places they'd like to take you. That's what we're trying to do here at PlayStation. This coming year is going to be all about those kind of games that we can deliver to you in a way that's going to blow your minds. And tonight, we're beginning here in this tent, this church tent we've created here in Los Angeles to let you start that journey with us and let us tell you our stories for the next hour or so. So without further ado, it is my great honor and my unique privilege to invite to the stage, introduce to you, Gustavo Santaolalla.
Gustavo Santaolalla. The Last of Us 2? It sounds like it. It really sounds like it. PlayStation Conference looks like it's being held in a studio movie grill. Yeah, it does. This is definitely The Last of Us. You can't get the music to fit in any other game like this. Oh my god. A bit long for your taste? Yeah, I like it. They have an hour and a half of time to kill, so. There's an older Ellie. Oh my god.
I hate these things.
Tell me about it.
She looks a bit different from the other trailer. Maybe it's just me.
Your old man really laid into you today.
It might just be angles though.
What happened?
Another big lecture about my patrols. Don't go here, don't go there. It's funny how involved it gets whenever you're scheduled to go out.
Yeah.
She's putting on quite the show.
I give you guys 2 weeks until you're back together.
Not gonna happen. She say something to you?
Make it 1 week. Ellie! Hey! What took you so long? Oh, I'm here, aren't I?
Tina?
Jesse.
Hey, don't forget we leave at first light, so get some rest.
Yes, sir. You're such a dick. Come on. Why don't you start with me? I
Oh.
have a very serious question for you. How bad do I smell? Like a hot pile of garbage? Oh. Okay.
Is she officially a lesbian?
How about that? Gross. You love it.
I mean, they don't have to tell us. It can be like Life is Strange where they can be bisexual. I like that too.
In this room is staring at you right now. Maybe they're staring at you. Or not. Maybe they're jealous of you.
Mm-hmm.
I Just a girl. Not a threat. Oh, Ellie. I think they should be terrified.
Oh no. Oh my god. It almost feels like I should be playing. But we get to play as Ellie. But it makes so much sense to make this the opener.
They are rusted with sin. What is free? Oh, shit! Whoa, no! No, no! Spread out.
Who likes stealth? I like stealth. Oh, hell yeah. Oh my god. Holy shit, did they mean to do that? I wonder.
She went into the grass. Watch yourself.
Oos. This is The Last of Us 2. We're watching the Sony E3 conference.
Double back. Go.
I'm not playing. Ooh, shit. Yeah, it does. Fuck. Holy shite. Ooh. Oh my god. Machete? Is that what she has? Is a machete? Woo! Holy crap. Hit him in the frickin' face. Oh god, this is gonna be. Oh! Okay, I thought she was just gonna go straight for the dome.
See, I told you. He should be terrified.
Holy. The neck is pretty bad too. Yeah. Wow, I've got goosebumps. What's next?
That was a new look at The Last of Us Part 2. We're here live in Los Angeles at the PlayStation.
Gonna be a freaking awesome game. Hell yeah.
Taking a quick intermission while folks move along to the next part of the experience. We'll have a little bit more to share on that later.
Intermission?
And I'm joined by my good friend, Ryan Clements.
Hello, Mr. Schumann.
How are you?
I'm good. It's such a pleasure to be here at the PlayStation Showcase. And it's going to be a huge night for Worldwide Studios a little later when the showcase resumes. And what better guest to have for joining us about Worldwide Studios than the chairman of Worldwide Studios, Mr. Sean Layden. Hello, sir.
Yeah, good to be here.
I thought you were just on stage. How did you get up here so fast?
We created this pneumatic tube that I was dropped into and shot right across to the studio here.
Right over here. Well, it's good to have you here.
Well, it's great to be here. And I think I was a very a very powerful start for our E3 program for this year.
That's right, and there's much more to come, but I do want to zero in on The Last of Us Part 2 here just for a moment. You know, as chairman of Worldwide Studios, you work very closely with Naughty Dog. These guys need no introduction.
Indeed.
And I'm curious, from your perspective, where is their head at when it comes to developing this game?
Where's their head at? I mean, they are everywhere. They're looking at what can do in the next iteration of the Last of Us series, and I think what we saw tonight, I mean, that piece of content was so impactful. I mean, the whole relationship between Ellie and Dina going into the
We're definitely going to be streaming The Last of
they're
Us
pulling out all the
one of
stops
these days.
over at Naughty Dog, and they're going to have a very broad and ranging game.
Maybe
It's not
we'll
gonna make you
bring
only-
it to the
only look at it
channel
as a player, but you're gonna
after
have to
Detroit.
just think as a person what you're coming
We
up
can
I
lower
can't wait to
these
see more of
guys
that. That
a
was the first
bit.
gameplay we saw there of The Last of Us Part 2.
Oops.
Looking obviously incredible.
What the
And
heck?
speaking of incredible, I mean, Worldwide Studios.
Someone's
lately,
emote
I mean,
in
it's just been
here
unbelievable.
look like.
Horizon,
Okay, I can't
God of
even.
War, which needs no introduction, and Detroit Become Human. I mean, what is the secret, and what are you doing over there at Worldwide Studios?
Okay.
What's going on there?
It's going by way too
Number one is
fast.
do no harm, all right?
Never mind.
A lot of ways, my job is just to move the boulders.
I
out of
thought
the
I
road
saw
to
like
make
an
sure that the great
orgasming
talent
Lily
get where they need to
from
go,
Pokemon
provide
in
backup, provide
as a
provide
emote in the
generalized,
Twitch chat.
Advice about where we can take this as an industry and as a gaming culture. But honestly, we've got 13 studios worldwide. We try to give them as much creative control as possible and just help support them through to their vision. That's kind of what we've been trying to do here for the last dozen years or so with Worldwide Studios. And I think right now, certainly in the PS4 era, you're seeing a lot of that coming into play right now.
That's great to hear that. And you know, I mean, speaking about making fans happy, I mean, I think there's a question that I've been getting a whole lot, and it has to do with God of War. You know, it's a celebrated game.
Hell
It's
yeah.
done extremely well. It has a huge
What are you
legion of
What are you
fans.
gonna say
And
about God of
one
War?
thing I wanted to mention was, you know, I get a lot of tweets about New Game Plus. You know, is this something that you
Yes.
Santa Monica Studio are evaluating for God of War?
You know, it's crazy. With the advent of social media, we get a lot of real-time feedback from the fans and the community, and we listen to that. And God knows my Twitter feed is filled up with a lot of stuff that we could talk about here or not talk about at all. But it's all important. We take it all seriously. And New Game Plus is something that came through really strong and really hard through that kind of feedback loop. And I'm happy to say today that the teams are working on it, and we should have some more updates on that. We'll put that through the blog, but it's going to happen.
All right.
Definitely.
As someone who miraculously finished God of War with a 2-year-old at home, that makes me very happy. I will somehow
That's
find
kind of
more
scary,
time.
but okay.
I will find time to get. He wasn't watching.
Okay, thank God.
I want to confirm that.
Kids don't try this at home.
Asleep. But yeah, thank you so much, Sean. And it's great to hear that you and the amazing team at Santa Monica Studio are making that happen.
Hey, if we can create functionality and features that allow people to spend more time in the worlds we build, that's by definition a good thing.
Excellent.
Fantastic. So New Game Plus, that is confirmed. It is coming to God of War.
Oh, it
We'll have
is
full details
confirmed?
on PlayStation blog shortly.
Holy
We have a lot more
shite.
to talk about too.
Yeah, and actually, Sean, I wanted to ask you about that. About a month ago, you did something a little bit out of the ordinary for our team, and you kind of came out and talked about the 4 main games that we would be highlighting tonight's PlayStation Showcase. I was wondering what the thought process was there.
Well, you know, every year we try to let the stories we have to tell design the experience we're going to create. And this year we felt that what we really wanted to do is take people on a journey deep into the content, deep into the 4 big pillar games that we're working on right now, and get them to see a bit more about the stories we're trying to tell and the way it's going to be expressed and what they get out of it. It's a really wide range of titles there, anything from The Last of Us 2, which we just saw right now, through Death Stranding and Spider-Man and Ghost. So this year I wanted people to know that don't come here expecting to have some big flashy new idea come out or some big surprise.
Sorry about the no commentary. I'm just eating.
As we get through to see the background stories and deep inside of the games we're working on.
Wonderful. And we do have a lot more coming from those Worldwide Studios games in the showcase later tonight. Do you have any personal games that you're most excited about?
Well, they're all fabulous, and I think the teams are really crushing it right across the board.
Fair enough.
But one thing I would say is there's one of the games that we're having out today that will be playable in 3 months and available in stores, and that's our favorite web slinger.
Of course.
Spider-Man. So we're going to see a lot of that tonight, and I think the folks at home should be happy with what they're going to get.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean.
Sean, thank you so much for dropping by. Always a pleasure to trade notes with the chairman of Worldwide Studios.
It's great to see you guys. I'll head back to the pneumatic tube station then.
All right, please do.
All right.
And
wear the helmet.
We do have a lot more in store coming up in just a few minutes as the E3 showcase continues. But in the meantime, we also have some other updates for you while we wait during this short intermission. So I say we kick it off with a look at the latest from the world of Call of Duty.
Not interested in Call of Duty. Like, literally, that whole Last of Us 2 scene gameplay took up nearly 1/3 of the press conference.
Get immediate access to Back in Black maps in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 only when you pre-order Call of Duty Black Ops 4 from PlayStation Store.
Welcome back. We are having the PlayStation E3 showcase kicking off in just a few more minutes. We're in a short intermission period here, but we've got some good stuff to talk about. And we've got some good friends as well.
Yeah.
Meredith Molinari and Ramon Russell. Welcome.
What's happening?
That's
Okay.
You guys back.
It's good to be back.
Friendly faces.
I'm alright with this,
Absolutely.
but we're here for the games,
So I think we
right?
keep this moving here. And when it comes to Call of Duty, we know that a bunch of remastered maps from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 are making their way to Call of Duty Black Ops 4 this October on launch day. But what we just learned here is that those maps, those classic maps, are coming to Black Ops 3 as well for those who pre-order Black Ops 4 on PlayStation Store.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. But what if I don't own Call of Duty Black Ops 3?
Well, that's where it gets a little more interesting, my friend.
Oh.
So tonight, we are actually doing a surprise PlayStation Plus game drop, and that is going to be Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 is coming to PlayStation Plus later tonight.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, very nice. This is why I love E3, because not only do we get to share awesome news with our audience, but PlayStation Plus subscribers get a little treat.
Get a little extra
little tasty treat.
Right, little mid E3 supply drop for you there.
That was perfect.
You know, we've been sharing a lot of good news. We got to share 5 really cool announcements last week when we did our countdown, kind of ramping up for tonight's big showcase.
That's right. We had the countdown to E3, and that was 5 game reveals and updates over a span of 5 days. A lot of great stuff announced. Let's take a quick look back at the highlights.
Okay. Whoa, what was that? Oh, all this stuff. Are there gonna be zombie animals in that game too? Holy shit.
I have to figure out what happened. Okay, wake up, focus, remember.
From the creators of Fee and Flipping Death.
Look like you've seen a ghost.
That's the spirit. Comes a heartfelt story in VR.
But really, who are you?
Ooh, Beat Saber. Man, that's something I would totally get into if I could.
Welcome back. We're just a few minutes away from the E3 PlayStation Showcase. I mean, when I say a few minutes, I mean we're really. So let's keep moving here. There was a
You
lot
keep
of great
saying
stuff
that.
here. Oh, and we could see the crowd is seated. The people are about ready to go. This show's about to continue, about to move into the big event.
Yeah, it was great to see the countdown stuff, but I do think that there's like maybe one more thing we can sneak in there before we cut away to the showcase.
Yeah, let's squeeze it in. Let's squeeze it in. Okay, so this next franchise boasts a huge loyal community of nearly 6 billion hours. Incredible stat.
Yeah, they play that so much.
A lot.
They do.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a first look at the next chapter right now.
What's this? Interesting. I like the way that looks. Destiny. Destiny is another one of those multiplayer games that I don't care for.
Why can't I leave well enough alone and go to the light?
Yeah, that was a powerful new look at Destiny 2. Forsaken is coming out September 4th on PS4. A lot of great enhancements and content for that one. And
yeah, it looks really good. There's a lot of buzz about that Gambit mode coming up, and guess what? If you're at E3, you can play it at our booth.
not too bad.
But
not too bad.
There's barely any time because we're about to get to the showcase.
That's right. We are really seconds away when it comes down to it from the rest of PlayStation's E3 showcase. Thank you so much for watching. We've got a lot more in store tonight.
Let's get it.
But for now,
I think it's almost time.
I think it's almost time. Should we get to it?
I think why keep people waiting? Let's get to it. We have so much.
Exactly.
Okay. Got a lot more in store. So let's check it out live right now.
Do it. What's going on? First it was a banjo player, I think, and now I don't even know what this is called. What the freak? I can't tell what kind of game this is gonna be. Or if it's one that's already announced. Is it Neo? Neo? It's obviously something Japanese. That dude on his phone was like, what the frick is going on? On Twitter. Okay, you've got my attention. When you open up with music like that, you've always got my attention. This is looking good so far. Is it Red Dead? No, this is... no.
Temple's close.
I mean, there's still a lot of red. Mongol invasion. Day 9. Maybe a new IP? Looks like it. You're not gonna talk to the weeping woman? Or him? Or her? Whoa. Atsuna Grasslands. Is right.
Nobu, come.
Nobu. Once again, I'm interested. I'm not sure if I am or not. I like the graphics. You're easily impressed. Sometimes I can be. But also very easy to get disappointed. Yep. Oh boy. Oh, what the fuck? They sound like God of War enemies. If this is anything like God of War, I might be more interested. Whoa, that parry. Hey, Lance always beats sword. Holy shit. Oh.
Jin, you're late.
You're impatient. Where's the monk?
The bastards beat me to him. Now they're torturing him at the temple.
Come on.
You think the monk's a hero?
We need him, Masako. Down.
We could take them.
No. Remember Sago Bridge? We strike quietly. And they kill the monk.
I'll guard the exits. Just get that monk.
Ooh. Nice moves. If only he had a bow and arrow.
I do not understand.
Oh no. Oh. Holy shit.
He called reinforcements. We have to move.
The monk looks young. Oh.
Masako!
Stand aside, Jin. You betrayed my family.
Run!
What?
If we fight, the Mongols win.
They already won.
They're doing a good job of getting me interested in these characters. That's for sure. I already feel betrayed by her.
You were my friend.
Give me
The monk just ran off. Embarrassed? My phone started to tweet people. I'm so embarrassed, really. Let me check your Twitter.
You hear them coming? That's our enemy.
Oh, you deleted them? Okay. Ghost of Tsunami. Tsushima? Tsushima? Here we go. They're not stopping. Holy shit. Come on, get a real person to do that. Who is this? New girl? Laura Croft? Ellie? No.
Place. There are rules and rituals. You can keep traveling deeper.
What? I'm interested. Okay. I like that. Is this a rat? Little Nightmares 2? Ooh. It's a mouse. But why are we playing from the perspective of a mouse?
Stay back, sir. I've got this. Officer, you need help? What are you doing? Get off. No.
Oh my god. Whoa. Oh my god. That's a bit too much. Ugh.
Jesus Christ.
Money's in my account. Always a pleasure.
Attention, all citizens. Due to the citywide outbreak.
And don't make my mistake. If you see
Your other husband,
uniform,
Leon?
you do not hesitate.
This is Resident Evil?
It takes to save this city.
Surprised you made it this far.
Need info on my extraction. Survival's your responsibility.
God damn it.
Oh.
Will you help me?
Of course. It's an impressive display of strength.
Resident Evil 2 remake.
But we never meant for this to happen.
I don't think it's a game I'll play, but it's definitely a game I'll be interested in watching others play.
It's coming. It's coming back.
Yep, RE2. Whoa. That's 4 days before Kingdom Hearts. I know one YouTuber that's gonna have some trouble playing both of those at the same time. They're not quitting. Oh my god.
From Squatch Games and the co-creator of Rick and Morty.
Too many games, shaking my head.
Bathtub Guy, and we're here at E3 to take some looks at this new game I'm going to show you right now. Trover Saves the Universe. Let's give it a look. Oh, whoa, there's some action platforming stuff in this little piece of shit. I'm the bathtub guy. I'm always in my bathtub, but, you know, that's not about me right now. It's about this game. Whoa, look at that. That's exciting footage I just saw. Oh, I'm playing it right now. Look at me. I'm a cool cucumber over here playing this cool game.
That's the only thing that probably will get a reaction out of me for that.
Oh my God, somebody call 711 because that's the emergency dial number for this in this weird part of the galaxy because this is a sci-fi based thing. Help! He's got electrocuted.
Not at all interested, but that was funny. The light is gathering.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
More Kingdom Hearts! More Kingdom Hearts!
Get to be pirates again.
Yep, you always did like this world.
Still, it's a real shame we don't have a bigger ship.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh my gosh. Whoa. The graphics are more realistic. Oh my gosh. That was the monkey Heartless. And they weren't in the jungle. Tarzan. Holy.
You back in the organization?
Yes. Surprising, isn't
Oh shoot.
Jack, don't you give this creep the time of day.
Sora, stand down. It's the code. Mustn't strike a pirate aboard ship when said.
That's not Johnny Depp.
Confabulate. I'm looking
Luxord.
for a box. Get them! Sora!
They have come for us.
Wait!
Oh no! Stop!
Farewell.
The Claw.
Me staying up here.
Whoa.
Go away.
And the unversed collected enough screams and sadness from those children.
Yeah,
Vanitas.
You're following her.
Maybe she's one of the 7
Larxene!
hearts we need. The new 7 hearts.
Now, set your heart free.
And at the end, you'll finally realize what destiny has in store for you. In fact, your reward might be right around the corner.
Hey,
Axel!
Hey, liking the look.
Holy, no way. No, they are not shipping those two. No. Oh my god. Oh my. All in one package. Holy shit. When? When can I get that? You need to cool off. Oh my gosh. I need a drink of water. What the fuck?
Some Porter Bridges.
Kojima.
Who delivers. Tears. Chiral allergy. So,
Oh.
you have dooms like me. What's your level?
I've got the extinction factor, but I think you got me beat.
You can see them, right?
No, but I can sense them.
Want to come work for me? Must be tough out here on your own.
I can't help you with that. I make deliveries. That's all.
Does this have anything to do with The Walking Dead? I don't think so. It's just the same character. Oh, this is Death Stranding. Okay. Whoops. Don't mind my ignorance. I think this is gameplay trailer. It's hard to tell. Probably gameplay. But also cinematic. Holy. What?
Headed into town. Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long. The time fall fast forwards whatever it touches. But it can't wash everything away. The past just won't let go. I'll see you around. Sam Porter Bridges.
Sam, what's your status? Beryllium density is still increasing.
My status is fucked. There's tons of them.
Can you sit out the rain?
No, they're closing in on my position. I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
Sam, if one of those things eats you, it'll trigger a void out. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
I got an idea.
What? What is going on? Whoa. I've got goosebumps. That's a good thing. Means I'm interested. Wow. Goosebumps all over because of that. Okay. I'm interested. At least to watch someone play it. What? Ugh.
You're too late. You still don't know who I am, do you?
Who are you?
More? Is this still Death Stranding or something new? Different. Are you asking me no why? Or just reacting to the conference? Still the same? Kushibusa. To her eating that bug thing, yeah. I think that bug thing was actually like a child of the aliens or whatever they were showing. Like a larval form of it. Holy shit, what? That's what I was thinking. Neo? Yup. Neo 2! I haven't even finished the first one, watching someone play it, but holy shite. Whoa. Ugh. What's next?
The raft is secure, but I can't reach them over radio. Their comms must be down. What's your status?
Already here.
Spider-Man! So many people are excited for this.
Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
Love the optimism. But in my experience, when it looks bad, it's usually worse. Look out!
Ouch.
You okay?
Yeah.
Welcome to the party! Just in time for the fireworks! Looks like we made parole, boys! I'm out!
What?
Why is he letting everyone out?
I'll head for the main control center and see how bad the situation is.
Got it. I'll go join the party.
That's not Mary Jane though.
Everyone just
Gameplay.
go back into your cells and lock the door behind you. Okay? Please?
Okay, I like that. Haha.
Like fish in a barrel. Catastrophic event detected. That doesn't sound good.
Holy shit, that made me jump.
Hope you like surprise, Spider.
Surprise? What is he talking about?
Hey, what's your status?
Me? Just trapped in a prison with every criminal I've put away in the last 8 years. No biggie.
Electro must be working.
Seriously?
This is too good to be true.
Scorpion, can you hold on a minute? I was in the middle of a phone call and it was business.
Charge him! Don't let up!
Wait, what? Seriously? I mean, that's actually pretty smart, making the bad guys take the police shield things. Oh my.
Come on, Spider-Man. I thought this was a chase.
Gotta stop this guy.
They're gonna totally end it on a freaking cliffhanger, and I'm gonna hate them for it.
If you tell me who you're working for, I'll go easy on you.
Can't stop it. But I'm flattered that you still try.
Nobody ever takes me up on that offer.
Whoa!
Long time no see. We're going to have so much fun.
Sorry, no time to talk.
Okay, I got the security cameras back online.
How's it look?
Well, it looks like the entire population of the raft has escaped. That makes 5 of your worst enemies that are now on the loose.
For a second there, I thought you were serious.
I am serious. I have to
You've already seen them. Quit acting stupid. Or was that sarcasm? Holy.
Keep chasing. Party's almost over.
Oh. Oh.
Electro, stop!
His name is Electrode.
How do you like my new suit?
Dashing. Where'd you get it?
It's an exclusive club.
Who is that?
Remember, he said not to kill him.
Good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want to.
Horrible Gamer, thanks for the raid. Well, more like a raid shindig, small get together. still, it's a raid nonetheless. Blacked IPs. Hello. What's that emote? Twitch raid. Oh, I've never seen that. Yeah, horrible gamer, you missed the trailer and gameplay footage of Spider-Man. No, I'm actually pretty interested in it.
Oh, Ellie.
More.
I think they should be terrified of you.
Oh my god. It's the end. That's Dookie just in time to miss it. Yeah. It's the end, but we still have 20 minutes. We still have 20 minutes. No.
That was the PlayStation E3 showcase. A lot to take in. There was a ton of great Worldwide Studios titles. We actually got a little more to share here. Coming right up, we're going to have first live gameplay of Marvel's Spider-Man right here, just a couple of minutes. We have a new game to announce. We have some other stuff to talk about, too. What a show.
Oh, my God.
My gosh.
Pop highlights, go.
Oh,
There's no time.
Okay.
Ghost of Tsushima
There's
was
more.
Absolutely incredible. That color palette was insane.
Yeah.
Did you grow up with?
They said they're doing more.
I'm
Well,
ready. Sucker punch. Thank you.
I kind of had the Xbox show going on in the background last night
So good. I know a lot of us fans
after it aired, so I can't really say.
I'm not really sure I know what this is. And then as soon as he turned his head, I was like, yes!
And you get that, that
so good.
RE4 style over-the-shoulder camera action. It's kind of like the ultimate dream if they were going to remake Resident Evil 2. That's what I would want.
There's a lot of games that I'm interested in watching people play from the Sony one. The only one that I care about playing is Last of Us 2.
It looks as if, I mean, I don't want to make any promises.
I straight thought dude had big ass wart on his face.
Unusual world that is inhabited by some very unusual and scary things.
And people consume strange and unusual.
Bugs. Babies continue to be a theme.
Death Stranding thing?
What we're gonna find out there, but yeah.
Yes, I'm interested in that. I don't know about playing it, but it'd be something interesting to watch.
Kingdom Hearts 3. We got a lot of other great stuff.
Oh yeah, and obviously Kingdom Hearts 3.
Control, really stylish trailer, really looking to just, I want to learn more about that one. I mean, it just looks like wizards and like, I don't know what I was looking at, but it was really stylish. I would expect no less from Remedy. But I got to say, I think my favorite was Marvel Spider-Man.
What's it look like on my channel? 7 viewers. Thank you, Horrible Gamer. Jay.
I'm missing some. Who else were there? I mean, just one after another. That was Electro.
Spider-Man was not in a good space.
No, it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough. So we're going to see live gameplay of that in just a minute or two here. But I say we actually take this moment to announce a new game. What do you think?
Do it.
Okay, do it.
So nonchalant.
Hits keep coming.
Yeah.
So you guys know From Software.
Absolutely.
I'm aware of them.
They have created a lot of great games over the year. Well, they have been busy working on a PlayStation VR game.
Oh, VR.
And it is quite a departure from the kinds of games that we sort of know them for, but it's very, very interesting, and I'd like to see the first footage of that right now.
Oh. Okay. Oh, shoot. I'm tired.
Aren't you excited? You're going to be a fairy.
Fairy?
And live in the world where time stands still. Where nobody can see what you're up to ever again.
You and me both, uh-huh. It's been a long day of streaming. I've streamed like 6 hours today. 6.5 maybe.
Okay, Decine, that's From Software's new title coming to PlayStation VR. Quite a departure, very artistic. Still don't know a ton about how it actually plays yet, but certainly a compelling debut, I would say. And speaking of compelling, let's get to that Spider-Man. It is time.
We have some folks from Insomniac
We surely
here.
do.
Brian, Adam, gentlemen,
Hey,
welcome
how
to
you
the
guys doing?
program. It's so great to have you here. I just have to say, first of all, thank you guys for giving us your time.
Of course, of course. Happy to be here.
And also, congratulations, kind of closing out some of the show there with Marvel Spider-Man. How does it feel?
It's surreal. We've been working on it for a while, so it's nice to be here. And obviously, we showed you. People wanted villains, so we decided we'll give you a lot of villains. And now, and the next question is, can we play the open world? And Adam's gonna show off the New York City.
I mean, I don't know, Sid. What do you think?
Let's dive in.
Yeah,
What are we talking about here?
Adam,
Yeah. Get in there.
We're gonna boot up the demo here, and this is essentially one of the first playable demos that you guys are gonna be showing off.
Yeah,
of Spider-Man.
pretty much. So I mean, if you think about,
Go ahead, Adam,
yes,
please.
the game is. You know, a lot of people were like, last year's E3 was like, well, was that like just a linear level? No, like that was our Manhattan, that's our New York City, and it happens to be on like a main story mission. But in between, like something like you saw on the raft, or we showed that back at last E3, you can just
Technical difficulties? Did you guys hear that?
We have it running here on the main monitor. We'll go to it in just a second. This is the beauty of the live environment.
Yeah, this. Oh God,
this is great. I got my own little TV. This is perfect.
Yeah, I got it all.
Adam's doing a fantastic job so far. It's been really good.
So first of all, you're actually playing this right now.
Yeah. That's right.
And I do want to emphasize how beautiful this game is.
Oh, thank you.
Well, yeah, Brian, tell me a little bit about what you guys want to show us this evening.
So I mean, the big thing is, again, I think that part of the Spider-Man fantasy is to swing around New York City and, to have, not only just a great story, but have a bunch of different activities in that world. And we wanted to, give people who attend E3 an opportunity to experience that. So, obviously it's a big narrative.
Spider-Man does look good.
At the same time, part of that superhero fantasy, especially that Spider-Man experience, is living within New York City and seeing that. So, Adam is one of our combat pro players because he's a combat designer, and again, he's just showing off some really awesome stuff that. As you get better with the game, obviously, we wanted to have a pick up and play feel, but at the same time, have a level of mastery and to really show off the improvisation that we've really been talking about a lot since we announced the game.
I'm digging this, like sticking dudes to walls and to the floor and stuff. That looks really, really satisfying.
I mean, I think the thing that's been really fun in these last, I would
Say what you will, but it's hard to top previous Spider-Man gameplay. Spidey games are usually pretty good. This looks like it took it up a notch.
So I think there's a lot of
Holy crap, those tabs, bro.
So I mean, obviously you can
yeah, I know.
Experiment with, his acrobatics, his webs, his gadgets, his suit powers. So combining all that stuff really allows for a lot of different gameplay and a lot of,
You missed it, Chaos Queen. You missed
players to be able to express that, whether it's in traversal or in
most of the conference.
These animations are just blowing my mind.
Your studio has kind of been renowned for character animation and for, just fluid motion. I mean, did you guys take a lot of lessons from your previous games and really like hone in on those when you were developing?
I mean, I think animation's definitely been one of the hallmarks of our company. From Spyro to Ratchet to Sunset Overdrive.
Yep.
And I mean, I remember when the Sunset Overdrive reviews came out, one person actually wrote, it would be great to see Insomniac make a Spider-Man game.
Oh, you watched it on YouTube?
And I think
you waved your phone around to the whole studio.
Exactly, we took that kind of mentality.
Didn't even notice them until, yeah.
Kind of our personality but also, you know, what do people want, desire?
It's on YouTube too? Or are you watching someone else play it?
Probably around the end of the year, end of last year, someone wrote an article about the top things they want to see in Spider-Man, and they said they want it to feel like an Insomniac game. So I think that's the thing we've been really layering on.
That dude who said that was awesome.
Have that, it feels like an Insomniac game as much.
You were watching Ratchet and Clank? Oh, GameSpot?
Fluidity of just moving over great distances very quickly. It looks like a lot of fun just moving around, and that's when you know you've got a great game.
Okay, so so you know how I kind of said like experimenting, but like sometimes, you know, I mean, game development, we're in meetings a lot, and then sometimes you just need to like take a break. And what I used to find myself doing was just swinging around New York City. It was almost like therapeutic. It's just kind of like
My computer is a beast, dude.
games, I just walking or running or even taking a car.
All that's left is Nintendo early morning tomorrow. I've been waiting since the beginning of last month. I'm prepared to be disappointed though. Well, for Xbox, the games look great, but they're mostly sequels.
What was that? Hold on a second. Very interesting what you're saying there.
So like I said, so Adam
Not much new.
showed off the tripwire. It's basically a gadget that you can either attach to a piece of geometry, and the enemies walk by, they'll get like grabbed. And
Nintendo is a direct. I don't know if Twitch will be streaming it.
slam into each other.
That is amazing. This is so cool. What's this focus meter about?
Yeah, so the focus meters basically there's kind of a risk reward. As you build focus, you can use it to heal.
I should have done this,
Okay.
to be honest.
The team works really, really hard on it. Really, really hard.
Clearly.
And the idea is the focus is kind of a way to it's a risk reward. Like I said, you can either heal yourself or you can kind of
Spidey is beast in this. Yeah, he is.
you can actually pull off a finishing move. So, you know, as you play the game, you can kind of say, well, do I want to maybe heal myself real quick, or do I want to wait for that really extravagant move to kind of take the guy out instantly?
Got it.
Brian, a question for you is, obviously Spidey has, with his experience being under the mask for so many years now.
How far back is this? Have you seen RE2, Kingdom Hearts 3, and or Death Stranding? Yeah, we have. We're live. Twitch usually stream Nintendo's Direct. Okay. Plus they have plus they have their own YouTube channel. Twitch. Yeah.
You know, I really that comes down to our combat team, our traversal team,
like
and
this guy right here.
like Adam, and really going, okay, you know, kind of handing that stuff out over the course of the game. You know, finding those right spots where you kind of, okay, we're going to teach you how to punch and how to kick and how to punch guys up in the air and use your webs. But then we layer on things like gadgets and then the suits and the suit powers. And it's kind of giving over time. If we just, you know, one thing with something like E3, you know, we want you to feel great, right? But there's a lot to learn really quickly. So you know, normal course development, we kind of find those spots in the game where it makes most sense to teach those mechanics. And then as the game goes on, we want you to master those because the game's only going to get harder.
Yeah, absolutely. Sid, what do you think?
I gotta say, this game is
Beautiful,
looking
right?
absolutely gorgeous. This is, it was looking spectacular to begin with, but this is on a totally different level. And I can just see that
so much.
I can see that polish, though. That's the thing, and that's what comes out in that final few months of development.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys watch the press.
Pretty excited for Resident Evil 2. It looks amazing. Yes, it does. It's probably a game that I'll just watch someone play, probably not play it myself.
We are very honored to be, and we know there's a certain level of polish that people expect from a PlayStation game, especially a first-party game. So we want to be considered right up there.
Well,
and not to mention also from the Marvel, you know, Marvel fans expect to have that perfect experience.
Of course.
May I just ask real quickly, you know, as we're starting to wind down here, from a personal perspective, I mean, what's it like for you and for the team to be able to kind of look up at the big screen and see your game after all that time and all that work?
I'm known as a crier, so it takes a lot for me not to get choked up. Like right now, they're playing the theme song to the game in the background.
Boo!
And
you want me to play it? I'll think about it.
This is an amazing industry, and
it comes. Wait.
Part of it is one thing, but to work on something.
Which game did they show that comes out?
Thinking, oh my God, could I ever
like 4 days before Kingdom Hearts 3?
Is just absolutely surreal. I use that word a lot when I describe working on this game, and to work with.
I probably won't play Kingdom Hearts 3 immediately.
Felt by so many Insomniacs, so we couldn't be prouder. And the support was
Unless I have people saying
Sony, Marvel, but also the
yes. they do want me to play it.
It just looks incredible. I mean,
But I just know that more streamers, bigger streamers, will have like access to it real quick and be streaming it way sooner than I could. DMC5.
Thank you for having us.
And for coming by as well. Spider-Man was so awesome that it broke my mic, and I have to use the stick mic now. I mean,
I thought you just wanted to look different from all of us.
Yeah, I just wanted to stand out a little bit. But you know, Sid, actually, I think a little little earlier, we were able to maybe get some footage of some of the amazing experiential stuff that's going on with Spider-Man. Right?
I mean, there really is something incredible going on here at this place.
I can't think of what DMC5 is.
And a scope that we have just never seen before.
I've had so much information thrown at me today that I'm not going to remember everything.
For the showcase, and just the game looks great, but I just love the way this whole. Oh, I know that. I know her.
Oh. Familiar faces popping up on the screen.
But I mean, it's a great event here, and it's just I wish we could get everybody in here to try this out and to just see what has been sort of constructed with Spider-Man.
What's DMC?
Actually,
Deathman? No.
Yeah, we're about to talk about Ghost of Tsushima.
Why don't you? Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah.
We have some. We sneakily snuck on a few amazing people onto our program as a helicopter goes by to mark this amazing moment. Nate Fox and Jason Connell to my
Devil May Cry. Okay.
Welcome. Thank you so much for coming over.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having us.
It's really good for you to be here, and I'm so glad you're able to give us some of your time.
Yeah.
Can I just ask, kind of what we were just talking about with the team from Insomniac? What's it like for you as individuals and as developers to be able to kind of be a part of all of this?
It's amazing. I mean, you try so hard to make a video game that you can get lost in, and then to come to E3 where they actually build your game. It's kind of a dream come true that way.
Yeah. How about you?
Oh man, it's amazing. You know, people are excited. You see all the other projects, and everybody's just stoked about all the different games that are up there. And you know, we put a lot of heart and soul into it, so it's just that moment where it shows it is just great.
I think we should show it because we have some of the footage.
I think we do have a little bit of footage hanging around here, so let's check it out. If we can
absolutely. Just hanging around.
It's one of the worst because it openly mocks its fans. Really?
Just gorgeous. I mean, the art
How so?
is really coming through in an incredible way, but also the technical sophistication as well. I mean, we're going to see here in a minute. Here we go. There we go. Get into some combat.
Yeah, we have some highlights from the showcase just showing off for the first time.
Look at this. Look at this look. I mean, this is gorgeous.
Look at this look.
I don't know what else to say about it. I'm flabbergasted.
And maybe, I don't know, Nate or Jason, who wants to take this, but it seems like in these moments of gameplay, there's small vignettes of like a classic samurai film in which you really focus in the player experience, the visuals, the music, all the cues seem to align in harmony. I mean, that must all be very intentional. I can only assume.
See, I didn't come into
it is an orchestra.
this with a lot of expectations.
For, you know, even that opening attack, that EI attack,
so I can't really say I'm disappointed or excited. Kind of neutral.
And that's what makes it, you know, really powerful.
How do you coordinate all those systems? Like,
you know, we run in strike teams. You know, we got a lot of multidisciplinary, awesome people working on it. So
yeah, but I mean, you watch a lot of samurai movies, man. I mean,
most of the games shown here, I'm pretty neutral to. Last of Us 2 is the only one I'm really interested in.
So just trying to make it real in a video game is our goal.
And I know that authenticity is something that's tremendously important to your entire studio in this game. Do you want to share a little bit about some of the steps, the great steps that your team went through creating that?
Yeah, you know, I feel like we're in a super...
Dante has white hair, DMC. They change him completely. They make him less cool and take away his white hair. When a white wig lands on his head, he rips it off and says, "Not in a million years." Wow. Why would they do that?
Can we talk a little bit maybe about how you're approaching the sword play? I think that's a really interesting concept here. Like, you don't have to get too far into it. I know the game's still deep in development, but tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we're going for lethal precision, where there's not a lot of wasted energy. It's very trained experts, and so every strike, you know, could end a life. So you want to make sure that each one counts. I mean, right now we're allow
I've never gotten into Devil May Cry,
to each other and talk to each other because it's not just kind of a
so I'm kind of just over here letting you guys talk.
And it shows.
Because they wanted to introduce him to a new audience, and they changed his backstory. Oh, I'd hate that.
That's the thing that I would like our audience to remember is that every leaf, every flicker of flame has to be hand-placed by someone at some point in time, unless you had a giant machine AI do it all by itself.
Maybe, I don't know. And
Yeah,
no,
I mean,
we have a great team. It's you know, creating those beautiful moments, the lethal combat. That was the goal. Like having the and having the visceral combat. That was our goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's so great to have you guys here. We do have a few more things to get to, right, Sid?
We do.
What
Thank
do
you
think?
so much for joining us, guys.
Thank you guys.
No, thank you for being a part tonight.
I think they aged Dante well realistically, but still in his prime enough to do some damage. Needless to say, a lot of hardcore fans hated it. They aged Nero too.
There we go. Look at this. So this
He
was-
looks
this was
10
that period of
times
time-
older.
I know some of these people. This is the period of time when earlier on when we had that intermission, we had to make a little bit of time for folks to walk from one part of the experience to the next. So you're seeing shots of that right now. Very just special, intimate, and beautiful
Yeah,
experience
gorgeous.
for folks to walk through there. Again, I wish we could just open the doors for 10 million people to come in here and just kind of get this all up close and personal.
10 million people
10
might be
million,
a little more than our than this
Up
venue
close
can
and
handle.
personal? It's not really up close and personal because in a stadium, you could be hundreds of feet away and the screen would look like
Sneakily got a few
a
more
freaking ant to you, whereas you can watch from home and it's right in your face.
Little interstitials that we were seeing during our showcase. And it's my great pleasure to introduce the Media Molecule.
Hi.
Matching outfits.
Matching.
by the way.
We're matching.
brands, you know, it's
Friends,
cool.
welcome to the program.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is our great pleasure. I want to point out, and correct me if I'm wrong, the little interstitials we were seeing were all created inside Dreams.
They
That's
were.
right. That's
Okay.
Right. So we just we
It
had no
looks
idea what
like
they were gonna be shown with the game.
they're not gonna
So
show
we
anymore.
Resident Evil, and then we get to do a little trumpet.
I don't think there's any more.
Little celeries, and then it's Death
Gonna be
Stranding.
playing,
Very
so
fun.
Pairing. And the Resident Evil and the fart trumpet.
Yeah, we go.
I think the showcase is done.
Final word, right? The orange drummer.
Yeah.
We need to give these
I
guys
need to
a
take a
video
break.
and a name of fruit. That would be
That'd be
awesome.
great.
I'll see you guys
Yeah, it was
tomorrow,
really fun because they
probably in
knew
the
that
morning
games
for
were
the
really
Nintendo
fast to create these little
thing.
sort of stories and games. And so when we got the opportunity
What's
to do something fun for the press conference, it just felt like
Nintendo at
to do something musical and sort of something that kind
9
of
a.m., which is 11 o'clock my time.
we are teasing something. Here we are. There's a tease
There's
in the
method in the madness.
there is
A nice palate cleanser in between each of those, and it kind of kept everybody.
Mighty Vicious is rating. Oh boy, we were just about to end stream. But thank you.
Frankly, it's absolutely astonishing.
Okay, so
Thank you, Mighty.
we're showing this at
Let's
E3,
check out
so
that
it's impressed with
emote
the
of yours.
show floor. We've got press hands-on. So I
But
think
going to E3 would
Dreams you can
be
create
like
in a thing
going
you
to
can
a
do
huge
last year,
convention. It would be amazing. My first
games,
convention was
we can do
awesome.
movies,
Oh, I agree with that.
And in fact, tonight we're going to be doing a live music show.
Looks like you gotta keep going now.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, are you going to play music live?
Yes, we are.
Jay,
Yes.
we had this conversation last night on your stream.
We're doing our new band, The Molecules.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Who just got on? True.
Perfect.
Let me mute this. And go here. Let's see. Show chat. Just saying, man, don't want to turn down a fellow man's raid for sure. See, I am bad at remembering to raid, so I'm glad you reminded me. Let's see here. For who just went live? Right. Let me do that from my phone. Oh. Let's see. Okay. I think I have one in mind. Let's turn on the volume.
In your bedroom.
Yeah.
And Dreams is very like that. All you're really doing is like here they're seeing like this sort of Instagram effect. You can take a scene and be able to very quickly change it so that it looks
Okay,
different.
where's the chat? Love you all. Have a good night. For sure, you want to stay for the raid?
If you want to sit back on your sofa and enjoy an unending stream of madness of the PlayStation 4 players' creations, you can, and we sort of present it to you in a stream of who knows
There we
what it's
go.
gonna be like. I mean, that's what's so exciting, you know.
See you next time, guys. Go check her out.
Starting to see what the creativity of PlayStation gamers really means for Dreams.
That's excellent.